Alright, so I am new to LA. I've been here for a couple of months, and I gotta say it's a great city, except my neighbors think I'm a terrorist. Thanks a lot, Homeland. The other day I was leaving my apartment, and I got a text message, and the guy from next door heard it, tackled my ass, and threw my phone in the pool. Now if you need to get a hold of me, you're gonna have to go through my sleeper cell. I think it's interesting how redheads were a genetic possibility, though. You know, like everyone else in the world, you all have blonde hair, brown hair, black hair, some variation of white to black. But I have red hair. I think it would have been interesting to see God's proposal when he comes in. Gentlemen, I give you the redhead. Formerly known as the Irish, they'll have weak eyes, skin like mayonnaise, and hair like a lit cigarette. Will they be productive members of society? No. Alcoholics. No, I don't believe in God, though. I was raised in a household where we were taught evolution. You know, man evolved from the monkey, ginger evolved from the orangutan. Could you imagine being the doctor delivering the first redheaded child? Man, we're gonna need you to redilate. This one's not done cooking yet. We need another 2 to 4 weeks on this. The hardest thing about being a redhead, though, is having pale skin. Man, I'm getting a sunburn underneath these lights right now. I don't know if any of you brought any SPF 50 or any minis out, or as I like to call it, morphine. But no, my friends don't seem to understand this. They'll call me up all the time. Hey, Cody, we're going to the beach. You want to come? Well, I don't know. Is it a night beach? Unfortunately, those don't exist. A redhead at the beach is like an Arab at the airport. We just try to ignore the stares until someone else up here. We know we don't belong. Dating as a redhead is hard because I found that there are 2 types of women in the world. There are those that walk right past me on the sidewalk, like I'm invisible, which I often am in direct sunlight. And there are old ladies who will literally stop me on the street just to tell me, "Oh my God, your hair is so pretty. You have the same hair color as my cat Freckles. Blah, 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 blah. Do you want to be my grandson?" No. Oh. I do have a soft spot for redheaded women. I love redheaded women, I do. But I think that it's very unsafe for us to sleep together. Because the last time 2 redheads slept together, the Great Chicago Fire started. Look it up on Wikipedia. The other thing about being a redhead is that I stand out in a crowd, you know? I just do. I can't help it. I stand out. Ma'am, we've carefully assembled these 30 photographs of the potential culprit. We'd like it if you could take some time, look at them very carefully, and tell us if the man who robbed you It was that guy. Every time. The only way that I found that I can avoid this, to get away with this, is by camouflaging myself by lying face down on the concrete on the sidewalk. Look, Mom, it's a penny! Heads up, it's good luck, right? I gotta tell you, I've woken up in some very strange pockets before. Nicolas Cage threw me in a well once, but I guess I'm not a lucky penny because it sure didn't help his acting career. Adrian Brody once kept me hostage in his nose once for 2 weeks. Okay, moving on. So I work at a restaurant. That's kind of a lie. Okay, I work at the Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory is lovely because, like many other restaurants in the Southwest, half the staff there is Hispanic. And at first it kind of threw me, but after a time, I've really come to embrace the Hispanic culture, and they've really sort of warmed up to me. And this happens to me a lot. Where it's, "Hey, amigo, we need more cups." "Voy a meter estos copas en el culo, ginger!" 2 minutes? I love Spanish. They're so nice. At the Cheesecake Factory, we have this dish called the Bistro Shrimp Pasta. 3,200 calories in one dish. This is true. We're having the Bistro Shrimp Pasta. And did you want us to call the house paramedics, or did you have your own on standby? I wish I could say that. The hardest thing about working at a restaurant is that I make a living off of what other people tip. Here's $1 for you, mate. Sorry about the mess down under the table. Well, don't you worry about it, mate. I'm gonna go pay off my student loans right away with this. Australians, they never tip. True. Sorry if there are any of you in here, but... needless to say, I'm fucking broke. This is what it looks like when I go actually. Welcome to Burger King, can I take your order? Let me get the dry lettuce, half a cup of ice, and 20 packets of ketchup. How much is that gonna be, ma'am? Ooh, okay, cancel the lettuce. The hardest part about being poor is that I'm constantly running out of time. Because I have to mix it with my weed just to make it last a week. Although I will say, there is an upside to being a poor stoner. I've got 3 books. I don't even know what they're about. I just read them and reread them and reread them. They're exciting every time. Except then there was one day last week that I ran out of pot, and it turns out that I've just been rereading an encyclopedia from A to D, Reader's Digest, and a to-go menu for Domino's Pizza. Thank you guys, I'm Cody Allen.